Welcome to Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, and while it is indeed home to the 2021 Super Bowl champion Buccaneers, it is also the home field for the USF Bulls and the clash that we have in store today. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a squad from the American, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Will throw it. Got the quick pass. Oh, he's got some space. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Might be changing the route. Looking for a gap. It's Norton. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Let's talk for a second here about USF. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
The give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Setting up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Brown wants to pass. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Well, this offense knew coming into the game with all the rain, they had to be able to run the football and be physical, but when they throw it, they're just going to have to be a lot more precise. Ball's going to be slippery for the QB, and receivers, they need to do a better job not slipping out of their breaks. As a result, they throw a pick. Bad execution.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. quick completion on the out route. He's loose. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Gonna run it. It's Barnes. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Smith, touchdown Green Wave. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
That's why, as a defense, you have to gang tackle this guy. You've got to bring multiple bodies to the party because he's just way too strong of a runner. It's too hard to tackle this guy one-on-one, David.
And how about the running back, man? That's a grown man. Like, you could tell, once he gets his feet moving, he is hard to bring down, breaking tackles, making plays. This is a guy that doesn't need a great offensive line because he continues to make plays even when they're not there to be made.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown will throw it. Might be looking to run. Working on the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
Hand off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Alexis. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Bulls getting set on 1st and 10.
Get set.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Wolf. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5.
White 53. Bin.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, USF! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up! Bring your feet, 4 points of contact." You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets it in. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Takes a handoff. It's Barnes. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Get it out on the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21.
Smoke it. Here we go. Set.
They'll move the wide receiver.
Shift.
They'll run it. Makes one man miss. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run play action. Now sliding to his left. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. And the Bulls will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He's trying to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Florida. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Louisiana Tech is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Ruston today. They're trailing by 10 to Western Kentucky. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The give to the tailback. Powers through the defender. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. They go to the wide receiver screen. It's a running room. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to ride this running back. He now has 62 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Brown wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it on the outside. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They're going to run it. Breaks the tackle. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Bulls with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Moving out of the pocket. And some room to work. It's a seam wide open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent. You've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
finally a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You could tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Grabbed in the middle, it's Nimrod. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Bulls will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He wants to change this route. Brown will throw it. Moves away as he feels pressure. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Never a doubt. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bulls will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll do it himself on the draw. At the 35, he's loose. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
How about the draw play? What's the first thing you have to do? You got to sell pass. Everybody believes it for just a second. The running back gets a little bit of space, and once he gets space, you can see he knows how to navigate and get down the field and make a big play.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Got a man, it's Hayes. Turning on the Jets. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Barnes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Tulane! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Get things started on this drive from the 24. The give on the inside. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Brown wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Barnes. Max going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback making adjustments. Brown will throw it. Going to take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
As a quarterback, the worst thing you can do when you throw a go route is overthrow it, because the only thing that can happen is an incompletion like it did right there. The best thing to do sometimes is to underthrow, because your guy can come back, make the catch, or fight through and get a pass interference penalty.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. That's caught. It's Nimrod. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Makes the grab. It's Nimrod. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Powell. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
With the catch, it's Powell. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the 1st down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Bulls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Puts it out of the air. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Bulls really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time.
3rd downs are a huge determining factor in winning and losing games. And what a great play by the defense that time. Going up against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the entire country. Great job breaking on the ball and helping force the incompletion.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Wide open spaces. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Jet sweep, trying to get the edge. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
The Bulls need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
It's hard enough to get this guy on the ground once. That's his 2nd sack of the day. Nice job getting in the backfield, not getting deceived by this guy's speed, because we've seen this QB, man. He can make people miss. Nice job getting him on the ground for the 2nd time today.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's going to take off. Open space at the 25. He will not stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Snap it to the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Using his legs, Hitch Barnes. Creates a little room. There he goes! And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window if the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go.
Cricket.
From the gun, running back gets the give.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Oh, a lot of space. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Army is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this could be the kind of loss that sets that program back significantly. They're trailing by 40 to UTSA. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Brown wants to pass. Myers on the move. Finds space on the right. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Williams. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Sullivan. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size. Still got him on the turf.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Buys a little extra time. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Flying out to the left. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tulane.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Brown will throw it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups. And this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your
going deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had
a late game touchdown to put 6 on the board.
Yeah, this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way.
Military stunt.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And on 4th down, they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over. So now it's 2nd and long. And in a 2-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple more times. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. He's loose. The 20. Touchdown, Green Wave. And the route is on.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this, this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Makes the catch. It's Williams. On the move at the 30. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, USF.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And a dangerous pass there, almost threw a pick in the end zone.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.